As we gather here at this granite cross tonight, the inscription on that cross states, "To mark the unbroken presence of the Passionists and the people of Holy Cross since 1869. This cross is a sign of hope. Tonight, you are that sign of hope. We're a proud community here, a community that has suffered, endured loss like no other in the history of this country. In the very shadow of this church, which was built by your foremothers and fathers, that church has been a beacon and a refuge for so many pained souls. We have the home now in the shadow of that church of Michael. But it was people who came from the shadows who chose to take his young life. So let us be a light in the midst of that darkness, a light for this young widow and mother, this little family that are present here with us. Send out the strongest of messages to the dark forces that took Michael's life. We're a people of light, guided by Christ our light. And I say to you, the people of the shadows, your actions do not further any of the convictions or integrity of the good people of Ardoyne. Where have you brought hope? Instead, you've brought despair. Where do you bring light when you only cast the shadow of darkness? Where do you bring life when your actions result in death? Reawakening within this community that has experienced more pain, suffering and death than any other. Where is your courage? This young widow showed more courage, conviction, compassion and mercy than you'll ever know. Her strength comes from love, and love comes from God. We Passionists are not humanitarians, social workers or politicians. Our conviction comes from the gospel, and the truth of the gospel does not change. God is the only author of life. This community sends out a message tonight. Side by side, shoulder by shoulder, arm in arm, people of the shadow, your actions are not ours. Turn away from your futile deeds that result in what we see now, the shattered home of this family in the shadow of Holy Cross Church. No matter how many times this community was bent and tested, it has never been broken. The courage of Joanne will never, ever be forgotten, always remembered, when the faceless perpetrators are long forgotten. Her act of love, as she cradled, comforted, and absolved Michael, will always be a memory that sticks in our hearts and minds. Goodness must always prevail. Love must be the yardstick by which we live our lives. So this vigil is a message. We can never be the judge or jury, but only be true to our baptismal mandate or our basic shared humanity. The words of Chief Tecumseh, the great Native American, says it as Father John leads us in this prayer.
So live your life that the fear of death can never enter your heart. Trouble no one about their religion. Respect others in their view, and also look that they respect you. Love your life. Perfect your life and beautify all things in your life. Always give a word or a sign of salute when passing a friend, even a stranger, when in a lonely place. Show respect to old people and grovel to no one. When you arise in the morning, give thanks for the food and for the joy of living. If you see no reason for giving thanks, search your own life, for the fault will be within you. Abuse no one and no thing, for abuse turns the wise ones to fools and robs the spirit of its vision. And when it comes your time to die, sing your death song and die like a hero going home.
Let us go forth from here with faith and conviction. Let us not allow the actions of those who work in the shadows to take away the light in our lives. This honourable community of Holy Cross Ardoyne will continue to be people of light, taking courage from each other, and will not let the actions of those who live in the shadow empty us of our courage. Let us turn now to the only author of life, God our Father, and offer as a unified family the decade that is the resurrection. I invite Brian McKee to lead us.
Our